He was the first mutant in the world. He declared himself a god. He ruled over all of humanity. No one knew how long he had lived, because whenever his body grew old, his four horsemen would help him find a new host. This time, they brought a mutant with extraordinary healing power. Once the transfer succeeded, he would inherit the abilities of this body. As the sunlight shone, the symbols on the top of the pyramid were activated. Energy flowed down the walls and gathered onto Apocalypse's stone bed. Consciousness and power began to transfer. At this moment, the humans who had long been oppressed seized the chance to rebel. Huge stones slid into the interior of the pyramid. The insider quickly closed the doors. One horseman clapped his hands, and soldiers instantly turned into skeletons. Another horseman controlled flames and burned the remaining people into charcoal. However, as the boulders kept smashing into the supporting pillars, the pyramid began to collapse. The transfer was forced to stop. The horsemen were all crushed to death. Before dying, the female horseman used her last strength to place a protective shield around Apocalypse. And so, Apocalypse was buried underground. Until thousands of years later, a group of ignorant believers broke in. When the sunlight once again entered the cave and lit up the pyramid top, the ceremony interrupted for thousands of years was reactivated. Glowing runes quickly spread across the ruins. Finally, Apocalypse awakened once more. Looking at the ruins around him, his eyes rolled back, and in an instant he teleported to the street. But everything before his eyes had changed. At this moment, a female mutant caught his attention. She was Storm, who could control the weather. She stirred up a storm and took the chance to steal money from a merchant, but she was chased and beaten by the merchant. Then Apocalypse walked over. Seeing his kind fall to such misery, he was furious. He raised that demonic hand, and the yellow sand instantly killed the merchant. Another man was directly embedded into the wall.